Exercise 1, starting with some abduction on the prime. I've loaded it onto number 3. So that makes the beginning heavy, and then as you push further out, it gets a little bit lighter. That just kind of matches the strength profile of the abduction when we're doing glutes. Strong there, weak there. You can load it the way around so it's heavy at the end, but just to match, it makes sense. Abductions get started off with getting glutes firing. Exercise number 2 is a prime leg hamstring curl. Again, loaded on number 3, so we are heavier in the stretch. Trying to pause at the top. Oh man. You don't physically have to pause when you do reps, but your hamstrings, try like a bicep curl. It feels, for me, much better just pausing at the top, so have a try. You don't have to, but for me, works. Hammies have grown, so must be so right. Hamstring curl done, get the hammies firing, an indirect warm-up of the old man knees. Now move on to a quad extension. This is the Flex Fitness. It's an old school bit of kit. Feels really, really good. We get a slight lean back in the chair as well. You can change how far you lean, which gets a better stretch on the quads. Ooh. The warmest day of the year so far. I've chosen to wear joggers on the day, but some custom optimized jog pants. So if you are, get yourself into the gym, get yourself some clobber and representing your gym as well. As number 4, we have a pendulum hip press. You load the plates at the back, you adjust the chair back and forth for depth wise. The stop's down here on 1, so that's as low as it can go. So how you kind of tell if someone's going to depth or not on here, how far back and forth the chair is, obviously how tall they are as well, but then how close they're getting down to the stopper. Because if not, people just load stuff up and send it and you can't really tell what they're doing. But 8 plates on, 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't actually remember off the top of my head what I got this for last week. So I trained one of my clients. I want to say it was 10. So technically should be going a little bit heavier, but don't feel too confident with my knees on that leg extension warm up. So I'll try and match, pause at the bottom, make life a bit harder. You might also see me come off my heels. I've been doing this recently with my pressing movements, my hack squats, my leg presses. Just feels, number 1, a little bit easier range of motion. Get a good connection with the quads, but also feels slightly better on my knees. And I'm keeping my heels down. that's something a bit more pressure through the knees. So it could actually be a case of a lack of ankle mobility. That's why my knees are hurting, but another problem for another day. Come on. Shh. Oh. 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 Hey. Hey. Oh. Well, if it was 10, that was one up. And it was continuous, so the W's a W. I've been told we can't back up this far, so down to 7 plates it is. The only thing we're doing a high, well, not high rep, but high rep set. The lungs fit going. I'll have to go heavy next week. Knees permitting. Next on the cards, we have the Bulgarian split squat. So we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th exercise. Now, when you're doing your Bulgarians, make sure you go for your weak leg first or injured leg first. Generally speaking, my right leg was my injured leg. You won't be able to see very well, but that's my kneecap. And then I pull that a little bit tighter. A little bit of a lump on my knee. Not the slightest. Just flares up every now and again. And it's really bad in last breath. Now going to my left leg, just above the kneecap now, so you'd argue it's quadricep tendonitis. So we're going left leg at the moment, the leading. I actually think my right leg is potentially ever so slightly getting bigger or maybe more detailed than my left leg. That's the fun part about losing body fat, is that it's never evenly distributed again. We're involving pauses in everything we do, or I'm trying to involve pauses in everything we do. So 40s for a set of 12 will go, but no. Oh. Oh, oh my. This leg session so far has been causing me the least knee pain. And that's why we're doing these exercises in this order. And now, last exercise, hack squat. Whew. 4 for quads, 1 for glute, 1 for hamstring. And then we have a hamstring and back day, generally speaking on Fridays. Just do a little bit more hamstring and glute work. It's tricky. My adductors are okay, my glutes need more work, but at the same time, if I don't train my adductor, then my legs won't look as thick. But because it's already okay, I need to bring up my glutes. So I'm not doing adductors, I'm just not doing today. Oh, I'm fried. I can't breathe with my headphones on. Don't know if anyone else feels like that or not. Wow. But yeah, you've seen I'm going onto my tiptoes. For my hack on my leg press, like I said earlier. Just feels a bit better on my knees. Gives me that little bit more ankle mobility, which now, stopping and thinking about it, that could potentially be the issue to my knee pain. I'm done. We'll give you, the legs have been covered up. Let's see, we've got quad thumb. We'll take you on a quick tour around of Optimize. In case you want to come for your own session. I would 10 out of 10 recommend coming here. So we'll just spin you around my kit and just show you what we've got to play with. Down one section, we have the leg equipment, and it's got an array of leg presses, hack squats, pendulums, leg extensions, leg curl. Anything and everything you could need for legs is there. The second part of the gym is then separated into chest, shoulders / push. There's a lot of pushing machines, chest machines, a couple of shoulder presses with some shoulder accessories. The third section is then segregated into back and pulling with a variety of loads of rows to play with and a couple of pull downs. Then got 2 separate standalone Cybex cable machines, 2 standalone Cybex Smiths. We have 2 lots of individual 0 to 50s, and then they have an extended 50s to 70s for the dumbbells. 3 Stairmasters to play with, a little track and a customized, optimized track to go up and down. And yeah, it's an absolutely amazing, amazing gym. If you haven't been already, would definitely recommend you get yourself over. It's £10 a day pass. It's a private little gem, so I shouldn't be telling you all about it, but at the same time, it's an amazing place, amazing people, amazing members, amazing environment, and the owner consistently puts back into the gym, which is a massive thing that you don't see in this day and age. So it's amazing. Anyway, catch you for the next one, guys. Optimize leg day done and dusted. It's a really good gym to come to for legs. It's a good gym to come to for everything. So I would definitely recommend you come and have a session down here. £10 a day pass, or I believe it is 45 a month. Can't quite remember what I pay. Post-workout, got some Cocoa Pops, and then we've got a mixed protein shake with water to pour on top. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in yet again, guys. Again, we're not too sure how many weeks we are out, because obviously I'm taking it seriously in my head, but I'm trying not to get too engrossed into it where it completely takes my life over. First prep was quite bad. I'm going to try my best to be better on this prep. So my wife will appreciate me saying that. Thank you for tuning in. Again, depending on what we've got on next, it's probably going to be a push session, I believe, which is a big one for me, because obviously that is something that I've needed to improve on the whole time. So we'll take you through a push session. And at some point, we'll take you through a full day of eating, because right now the food is nice and large and in charge. So this is not a true representation, though, because obviously the further we get into prep, the lower the food will get. But physique's in a good spot, so yeah. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next session. It should be a push. Catch you in the next one. See you guys.